Have you ever felt so lost that you don't even know where to look? I remember the day everything fell apart. The ground seemed to slip farther away with every heartbeat, and I fell without having the strength to rise. The promises I made to myself echoed into the void. Tomorrow will be different. But tomorrow came, and there I was still, staring into a mirror that showed someone I no longer recognized. In that moment, I learned life doesn't forgive those who pretend they're okay. After the fall came the silence, a heavy silence that screams louder than 1,000 voices. Inside that dark room, each thought became a ghost, and loneliness turned into your most constant companion. You try to speak, but the words die in your throat. You force a smile, but it feels like wearing a mask. Have you ever wanted to ask for help, but didn't know where to start? Or worse, felt like nobody would truly listen to your fear? It's in that empty space that fear becomes your tutor and hope a distant whisper. But then, in the middle of darkness, something whispers, "What if all of this makes sense one day?" It was a simple phrase, spoken by someone I barely knew, yet it shattered the silence of my despair. "You're still breathing." I took a deep breath, and for the first time in months I felt a warmth from within. Courage didn't arrive in armor. It came as a breath, as a tightening in the chest, as a small certainty. First and foremost, I am someone who breathes. With that, I ignited a spark they say can never be extinguished. Choosing to start over isn't a heroic act. It's simply a humble decision. I'm going to try again. The first step was wobbly, almost a disguised fall, but I moved, and then I moved again. There were days my body screamed for rest, and nights my mind tried to break me. Yet each drop of sweat, each small victory, was etched onto my body like a medal. I discovered that caring for the mind is as vital as caring for the body. That asking for help isn't weakness, but a silent act of bravery. Today I look at my scars, and they smile back at me. Every line on my body tells a story of resistance. Every mark in my mind reminds me I survived. The pain hasn't left, but I've learned to dance with it. I turned each wound into a stepping stone and each tear into fuel to keep going. If I could say one thing to anyone out there, clutching their chest, thinking of giving up, don't be ashamed of your falls. Be proud of how you rise again. Because the greatest victory isn't never falling. It's having the strength to stand up time after time whole again.